Hi everyone, it is me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about, you know, I'm going to talk about why I don't shift or clean or skim or cut my films. Now, if I just said it was too hard to work with or besmirch my film, then that would be a little film or a small film. But some folks out there don't like to hear that. There are some folks out there who scale these film skimming tools or film shifting tools or film cutting tools, whatever you want to call them. And it tends to go like this. Well, it worked for me. Well, great for you if it worked for you. And tell me, how many films did you besmirch before you got to work great for you? Many. Well, yeah, great for you then. And I guess you're gonna tell me there's strong ones out there, but they're all weak. You know, none of them really that cool. You know, they don't really do that much. Yeah, well, you should do that. Oh, so I could take a lot of time to fuck around with a tool that's going to make it take longer to fillet. Cause let's be earnest, I worked with the small soft Windows Filmmaker, now just known as the Small Soft Windows Film Shifter, but it behaves the same way. Took too long to fillet anything I did do. The lighting and the drawing work was alright. Wasn't anything cool to write home about. Making beginning, middle, and end sheets to my films. Oh, that was great. That doesn't seem to be good at. Cutting things out, that it didn't do very well with. Well, you know what? You should do. Don't get me started. The Arcsoft one was even worse because the Arcsoft one couldn't cut nothing out, and both of the Arcsoft one were broke there. They couldn't really cut nothing out. You know, everybody kept saying, "Oh, it's not that kind of one. Oh, it's not that kind of one." Well, the only two Arcsoft ones I had was Arcsoft Web Shooter Friend. Yeah, that's a lie. And Arcsoft Film Furlayer, Filmmaker. No, that was a lie too. And don't get me started about Cyberlink or Interweb Hookup Filmmaker or Film Runner. The one I got when I had my Acer a long time ago was broken. All it could do was film. And if I don't want to hear about VLC, because the only thing VLC is good at is playing films. And as far as the YouTube one goes, the only thing it's good at is making end sheets. Well, you know, a lot of folks do scale these tools. You know, they do scale them. You know, did you ever work the Apple one or the Sony one or the Last Cut? First off, the Sony one probably is weak too and probably does the same shitty things. The Apple one's probably weak and has handicaps too. And does it look like that I'm gonna yield to buy Last Cut? Because Last Cut probably is weak and does a lot of fucking bad shit too. And don't get me started Mackie Cam, that's probably a fuck up one too. Yeah, they're all weak. They don't really do very much for one's film. Oh, but what about the ones that film businesses and Farseer show businesses have? They're probably stronger, but I would think they probably got their same kind of handicap. They probably fuck things up too, you know. Besmirch your film. And you know where they're good at besmirching your film at? When you ask them to cut something out. That's when they besmirch your film. And I always, do you hate it when haters will say something like, because in life there are lovers of work and haters of work. Do you hate it when they say, Oh, well, Shifter is your friend. Yeah, I do. If shifting was your friend, it would be a friend who has a weakness like everyone else. One friend will say, well, I can't cut nothing out, sorry. The other friend will say, well, I can cut things out, but if you want me to bring those two, if you want to work with if you want to work with anything before the cut out, you can't. So you besmirched your film. Or anything after your cutout, you besmirched your film. One will be like, all I can do is film. And the other one will say, all I can really do is just play films. And one will say, well, the only thing I'm truly good at is just giving you an end sheet. Yeah, that would be how it would be if it was a friend. It would be someone who had a strength and weaknesses. And every one of them's got the same kind of weakness. Yeah, they like to say that shit too. What do you say to anyone out there who can't handle these tools being scathed? Well, too bad. Deal with it. These tools are clutter. They're weak. They're not really good at making anything brighter or darker. They're not really good at lighting work or outstanding drawings. They're not really good at beginning, middle, and end sheets to one film. And they're not really good at cutting things out. You're right about that. So that was just me talking about why I don't work with skim shifting tools, why I don't do anything with them, and if folks can't handle any one of them being scathed, and if you think that Apple iFilm or Sony Vegas or Macicam, and if you think that somehow Last Cut was not on the list of being scathed, I just scathed them too. They're all weak. Each one of them. None of them are good. If you can't handle any of them being scathed, well, that's too fucking bad. So, anyway, if you like this film, then follow me over here at the Jordan Long Show. Or what's the last film I made yesterday over here? I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later. Bye.